Before you go get your makeup done for Valentine's Day, try this. 2 years ago, I used to panic if I couldn't get my makeup done. If I couldn't get an appointment, I used to say, who is going to do my face? Between the cooking, the content, going to the gym, the career, I thought I needed someone else to architect my glow. But here's the secret. You are the architect. So if the salon is booked this Saturday, do not cancel your plans. My full makeup system is designed to be simple, efficient, and high frequency because we are all busy women building empires. I'm walking you through my start to finish skin prep. We aren't just putting on makeup, we are practicing restoration. We're talking pre-application hydration for that 55-year-old radiance, efficiency techniques that save you time without sacrificing the standard, the hidden message of wellness that makes the makeup sit differently. So I've used already, you saw me applying all of these products. They will be listed below, but you definitely want to moisturize your face. I use Vaseline and I also use castor oil. Even though that I live in a colder climate, I still make sure that I put on sun protectant. I use a brightener on my skin made out of rice water. Now you want to wake the skin up. So I use my Gua Sha. I might only do a few strokes. Next up, we'll be doing concealer. Now, if you are a person who has discoloration and it bothers you, then you need to color correct at this point. Or if you like putting on foundation, I really don't use foundation. And I use my fingers for my concealer and I just dab it on under the eye. And you want to use that ring finger. If you're going to use your finger to apply, then use the ring finger because it doesn't apply that much pressure to the eye area. The eye area is the most delicate, so be careful underneath that eye. Now, this point, you want to leave that. You want to leave that so that it can dry. Before you start the concealer, one thing I forgot to tell you, use your eye drops to brighten your eyes. Next, I'm going to place where I would love to do my contour. And you want to make a kissing pucker with your lips to find the line. The thing that is the best advice that I've ever heard was just to be as light-handed as possible. Now you see I have some grays. I am trying not to put too much color in my hair anymore these days. So I will extend it all the way into the roots of my hair, around my edges. Do not forget the neck. Since we're still letting our concealer dry, I want to go in now with a powder bronzer and again, light-handed, pat, pat, pat into the hairline. I did go ahead and do my nose as well. And if you can see where I placed it on my nose. So I'm just lightly patting it in. Remember, light-handed, gentle. Do not forget your neck. My face is starting to come together. Next up, brows. I like to use brown on my brows, even though my hair was always, in my younger years, my hair was dark. It just looks more natural. It looks better. The black brows, in my opinion, look really harsh. And as you're putting this on, you want to go like back and forth just to fill it in. And then outline where your brows are. But gentle, remember. The thing about this is gentle. Just be gentle with your makeup, because you could always add more if you need more, but the lighter you are, the better. And so I just take my pencil and I go back and forth, filling in the brow with the pencil, and they're coming together. And I kind of leave the front off so that I could just take my finger again and just make it look more soft. It's softer. My thing is softness, you know, like a makeup look, but you really don't want to look harsh. You really want to look more natural to bring out your natural beauty. It's time now to do the concealer, and I just pat real soft. Just pat it in, pat it in, pat it in. Take the finger and do that. Down the nose, pat the forehead, pat it in real gently. And you're gonna do this for a while. Like, take your time. I'm gonna do some off camera. Another thing I forgot to add too, I like to turn my head to make sure it's there on the side of my nose, the concealer that, you know, I really got it in that little pocket there on the side of the nose. Now I will take my brush and I will just gently pat where I put that contour, blend it and marry the two together. Real gently though. I'm patting real soft. And I will hit the nose just a little bit on around under the chin. We don't forget that. Make sure you get rid of that line under there, but real soft and gentle. And I just come in on it with the nose, and then I just use my fingers on my nose again, but up into the hairline. Don't forget that. I don't really, I mean, it is definitely time for hair color, but I just try to lay off the chemicals going into my body more these days. Now we want to use the brush for the concealer to just blend that a little bit more. I'm gonna just pat and pat. And I do this right before I do my powder, just to blend and marry everything together. And it's just real gentle, just really gentle. But can you see that when you use the proper skincare, how your makeup goes on really, really nice. Next up, we're gonna go to eyes. We're gonna use like a pink on our eyes. And again, I kind of use my finger. And what I'll do is just close my eyes and feel for that. So I'm just taking my finger and I'm just going across the bottom of my lid and the top of my lid at the same time, but they're closed. Now you see how that does? That automatically gives you this beautiful eye. And you do the same thing on the other side. I'm gonna take this color right here and like use it as a blender. So I'm still using this finger here to like blend that a little bit. If you want to keep it more pink, that's fine, but me, I like a little bit more of a blended look on my lid. A little bit more neutral, but the pink is going to give it a little bit more of a pop. So once again, if you have grays and you have like this level of gray where you're trying to cover just a little bit, I just see that, you know, my edges need just a little bit more. So I'll take a little bit darker brown and go to the root. And it's okay if you get it right there on your forehead. That's fine. Just blend it. Now you want to curl your lashes. You have to decide for yourself if you're wearing lashes or if you're going to wear your own. At this point, this tutorial, I'm trying to just get you out of the door looking fabulous, feeling more confident, but yet wearing your own lashes. After curling your lashes, then you want to apply your mascara. I have really been into brown. It just looks so good. Black looks good too. Whatever your preference is, that's all it is. It's just depending on what you like. Even before you decide to put your lashes on, you definitely want to put your mascara on. And you do the same thing to the other side. Put a few in the corner at the bottom, just a few on the corner, Yeah, on the end. And the eyes have really come together. Now we move on to the cheeks. And so very lightly, the one thing you want to do with your blush is you want to apply it very gently. Everything is just gentle. You don't, because if you put too much on, that's just really not going to look good. And you see how I'm just applying a very tiny amount, just real gentle. And you do the same on the other side. Really gentle, just a little bit. Some people like to go across the nose. I don't like that look, but you can do that if that's what you want to do. And so that's the blush. As you can see, it's really coming together. Next up, we're doing highlighter. And again, you want to be gentle. You want to put it on very gently. You don't want to overkill. And so you just place it, and you can use your finger. I really like to use my finger here, all on my cheek. You can see I'm applying it really gently, just a little bit. Take my finger on my cheek. See, that was a little too much, but you get the gist. You don't want to overkill with that. A little bit on the nose there and the Cupid's bow. I love the Ruby Woo by MAC, but I don't have a liner. What you can do if you don't have a liner, you just want to fake a smile and just go gently. You can move your lip around, spread it out, but I would suggest get a liner. You want to get a finishing spray. This helps the hold all through the night, and there you have it.
Use this video as your personal guide this Valentine's Day. You don't need an appointment to be the main character. You just need the right system. Let's get ready together.